I can only imagine, Monique, the mood and how the family is processing and dealing with the passing on of Shaleen Surtie-Richards.
Yes, it's definitely a somber mood as friends and family of Ms. Surtie-Richards is here in Edgemead, not at her home, at a guest house where she's been staying for the last couple of weeks while she was finishing up with a production. But to chat to us more, another giant in the entertainment industry, I have with me Alistair Isabel, also a good friend. Mr. Isabel, firstly, my condolences on the passing of Ms. Surtie-Richards. You mentioned to me earlier that today isn't just about grieving, but it's also about remembering who she was. And tell us about the person that Ms. Surtie-Richards was.
Thank you for your condolences, and the family accept and embrace that. Shaleen Surtie-Richards was one of the most phenomenal, incredible and wonderful contributors to the South African arts industry. We understand by the knowledge of what we experience from Fiela, which is an imprint of a legendary contribution to the South African work, to the longest soap opera actress in Egoli, and everything else that she touched was just legendary. And even during the tapestry of apartheid, she made us understand that she belonged here, that the people of color belonged here, and the contribution was about understanding that she needed to make a statement with every piece of work that she did. But with all of that, she also contributed to the smiles of people's hearts, made sure that South Africans, in their general popularity and also the cross-pollination of people, that we are a country that has a wealth of arts magnitude. And she's a veteran, a celebrated, iconic figure that today we only not bereaved by it, but we celebrate the footprint of Shaleen Surtie-Richards in our lives.
And in a decades-long work, she's covered so many iconic productions, as you mentioned, Egoli, Fiela. What has she been working on up until recently? I understand that she was going to fly back, head back to Joburg tomorrow.
Shaleen was always busy with a myriad of different projects, but she would only contribute to something that meant something to her, that would leave legendary status forever. And so today, when we look at the work that she encompassed and that people embraced her with, the contribution is that, and we don't reflect on what she was busy doing, because that is part of the production houses that will release those things. But we look at it and celebrate the fact that Shaleen's work will be a virtue of what her contribution has been.
My final question, I asked you this a bit earlier also, how can people, because obviously on a personal level, people feel as if they were, she was their auntie, she was a part of the family, and for those wishing to express their support, their love to the family, to the friends, how best can they do so? I
think first of all, we need to give the family some time to bereave. Shaleen has given so much of her heart, of her life, of her work to the South African population, that the only way to keep a legendary status and celebrate her iconic footprint on this planet is to flood social media with positive, amazing, wonderful anecdotes of your encounter with her, the encounters where you found your heart smiling because there was an interaction with her, and every moment that she was with someone, she was present, and you walked away knowing that you encountered an amazing human being. So for me, it is to flood social media and every possible encounter, socially or conversationally, with reminding us of this legendary woman, and salute, celebrate, and embrace her contribution. But give the family time, because they have not had her as much as we did.
Thank you very much. That was Alistair Isabel, another icon in the South African entertainment industry, speaking there about the memories and just the love that South Africans and people across the world had for the legend Ms. Shaleen Surtie-Richards. And he made a very important point there for people just to, and media included, just to give some time, some space for the family as they deal with this loss. We understand that Ms. Surtie-Richards did pass away peacefully in her sleep, and that's all we know for now.
All right, thank you for that. That's ENCA's Monique Mortlock out in Cape Town.